Hi, everybody. We are back here today, and today we are going to be talking about three signs that God has shown you, three warning signs that God has shown you wisdom and understanding. It's important that when God shows us when He shows us things, that not only is it wise to take heed to the warnings that he's showing us, but also to understand what to do with the information? And they go hand in hand, they go together. In the scripture, it does say that God created the earth off of wisdom and understanding. Um, in the scripture, hold on. And so in Proverbs 2, for the Lord gives wisdom, and from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. And then Proverbs chapter 4, verses 5 through 9, it says, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake not her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee safe. Let's see, keep thee. And then in Isaiah chapter 11, verses 2 through 5, it says, the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge, and the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. So these are all good spirits to have. Wisdom and understanding is something that God tells us that we should want to be in company with. These are things that we can use in our daily lives that are pleasing to Him. So let's get into this. So the first thing is discernment and decision making. Discernment and decision making. So when God grants you wisdom and understanding, one of the first areas it manifests is in your decision making process. You find yourself making choices that reflect a deep understanding of God's principles and a clear sense of right and wrong. This is where the discernment comes in. Discernment is also spiritual, and it's also a spirit. Discerning things and the spirit of discernment are two different things. Discerning is part of wisdom and understanding. It all kind of goes together, but when you pace yourself, when you're coming up against a decision that you have to make, it is it sorts itself out. When you have the spirit of discernment, you can discern a thing through wisdom and understanding. Um, all right, so let's look into the next one. So an example would be if you're facing a major career decision, instead of rushing into an opportunity that comes your way, you take the time to pray, seek counsel from trusted mentors, and weigh the pros and cons against biblical teachings. You choose a path that aligns with your values and God's promises for your life, even if it's not the easiest and most lucrative option. This discernment shows a heart tuned to God's wisdom. There have been times where I've had the opportunity to make a uh, different choice in my career path, and I chose not to do it because it did not align with my values, and it did not align with what I know my calling is. And that is to teach and to lead in the word of, not just in God's kingdom, but also just in my own life. Um, to not be some person that is just following along and listening to what people say and then just going along with it. I'm called to be a leader in my own right, and I have to have a position or leadership role that honors that. Um, all right, so the next one is peace in the midst of trials. Another sign of God given wisdom and understanding is the presence of peace during difficult times. Now, this is a big one, because for me, um, I've I've experienced this myself, so I understand how deep and true and important it is to have peace when you're going through. There's a lot of things that are happening at the same time. You may in the time of you having a lot of things happen to you, you may want to freak out or spaz out or quit, or just say, you know what, I don't know what to do, so just do anything. But when God has given you wisdom and understanding about a thing, you're going to sit down and you're going to sit with it. And God sits you in a specific space, in a specific place, and you can feel it. You can feel it. It's almost like a ridging. Like you sit in between something that God has placed you in spiritually. And knowing that brings wisdom and understanding. So when you are in a deep trial, because let me tell you, when you accept the calling that you have on your life, you're going to be in spiritual warfare immediately. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. The spiritual warfare will be coming against you, be coming against your family. If you have children, parents, grandparents, friends, family, you have to continuously stay in prayer. It is a battle. It's a problem, but you can get through it. Again, allow Jesus to help you get through it. So instead of being overwhelmed by anxiety and fear, you trust in God's sovereignty and his plans for your life, which brings an unshakable peace. Example, if you're going through a personal crisis such as a serious health issue or financial difficulty, instead of panicking, you lean on your faith, remembering that God is in control. You pray for guidance and feel a sense of peace that surpasses understanding, allowing you to navigate the trial with calm assurance and hope. This peace is a powerful indicator of divine wisdom at work in your life. And let me tell you, you will start to notice that people are looking to you when some big change happens. They're looking at to see how you interact and react or respond to it. They're looking at you, and you're going to have to rely on God for it. And that's that peace, that understanding, that patience, that wisdom, and the the wisdom to make the next move. Even if you kind of at first be like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening?" Get your bearings and get it, get back straight, get back right. Okay, we make mistakes. We make mistakes. So the third one is effective and compassionate communication. So, wisdom and understanding from God are also evident in how you interact with others. Your communication becomes more thoughtful, effective, and filled with compassion, reflecting Christ like love and empathy. This is so important when you're in leadership or just in communication with just people in general. It's so important. The scripture says that, you know, a basically like a bad response or can what is the scripture where let me see. Let's see. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, "A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." It says this verse suggests that a gentle response can be powerful in the face of aggravating behavior. You're going to be dealing with people all the time, and some people intentionally try to provoke you. But again, a soft answer, and again, you know how to respond because you're seated in a space that God has put you in spiritually and physically. So when you respond or when you have this communication with people, it's from a place of peace, and that is the most effective way to communicate. But that's the most interesting thing is when you continually give peace to other people, you get more of it. You get more peace. That's crazy, right? But that's how it works. So consider a situation where a friend or family member comes to you with a problem. Instead of offering quick fixes or platitudes, you listen attentively, ask insightful questions, and respond with empathy and understanding. Your advice is rooted in biblical principles, and you provide support that helps them see their situation from a godly perspective. This ability to communicate with compassion and insight is a testament to the wisdom God has imparted to you. It's so important to use what God has given you to communicate. because that is the second commandment. So again, the first commandment is to put no other gods before God. Love Him with all our heart, all our mind, and all our strength. And the second one is like unto that. So it's like it. So we don't worship people, but we should be honoring them with the same respect that we have for God. Meaning we don't talk harshly to them, we don't disrespect them, we don't lie on them, we don't steal from them, we don't do the things that we would do to go. The character traits that we use when we are interacting and that relationship we have with God, we use that with ourselves and we use that with other people. And we expect that back from other people. So if people can't give us those same common things, then that means that you shouldn't be interacting with that person if you can, if it's possible. All right, and then wrapping it up. So recognize that these signs in your life can be a powerful affirmation of God's work within you. So discernment in decision making, peace during trials, and compassionate communication are clear indicators that God has granted you wisdom and understanding. So embrace these things. These are some of the true gifts that you not only can have here, but you can leave with these things when you go to heaven. These are things that people are already doing in heaven. Um, so any gift that God has given you, some of these spiritual gifts, these are all spiritual gifts. You get to leave with you. You know, people always talk about things that you can't take with you, but these are things that you can. Um, and so, in conclusion, keep focusing on your spiritual growth through Christ. And remember that wisdom and understanding are ongoing processes. Um, Stay rooted in scripture, prayer, and fellowship with other believers to continue nurturing these divine gifts. And I would like to offer my assistance. If you need anything, definitely hit me up. You can email me, Eileen Nicole and Co at hotmail.com. You can visit the website, which is eileennicoleandco.com. We also have a Facebook group called Faithful and Feminine. And then you are here on the YouTube channel. So we'll be posting these things also in our Facebook group, Faithful and Feminine. It's a Bible study and business networking club. All right. So hopefully you guys learned something from that today. I'm so happy to be able to share that with you. Please leave any questions that you have in the comment section and I will answer them as soon as possible. All right. Thank you again. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.